12 of pro football. Last week's over and unders. We didn't look the best. Rob and Tim and Keith got one. Harris got two. Mike got two. And Brian got three. And this is the way it works for the year. Harris with 24. Keith with 31. Tim with 32. Mike with 24. Brian with 36. Rob with 31. Last week in college, Rob went 1-4 with his picks. That's me. Harris and Keith 2-3. Brian 3-2. Tim 4-1, and Mike, no standing ovation for you, but 5-0 last week in his picks. 22-31 is Harris. 33-28 is Keith. Tim's at 30-31. Mike is at 36-25 with that 5-0 week. Brian 27-34, and Rob 31-30. We are going to take it up with Harris first thing tonight. Harris, USC, Southern Cal. They've been on our board a couple times here lately. They're traveling to Oregon. Oregon is a 9.5-point favorite. 50.5 have added Harris.
If this game was at USC, I'd probably go with USC, but since it's in Oregon, give me Oregon minus the 9.5 and the over.
All right, Harris takes Oregon and the over. Tim, have at it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't think USC is ready for this Oregon smoke, and so I'll go with Oregon in the over.
All right, Tim says Oregon and the over. This is what Brian's going to do. Oregon wins outright, but he likes USC with the points and the over in this ball game. Be a little different from everybody here. Yeah, I like Oregon to win this game, but only by a field goal. Maybe 6 points, maybe even 7, 9.5 too much. I'm going to go USC, and I'm going with the under in this ball game. I think we may see a little bit of defense. We've actually seen a little bit out of USC in the last couple of weeks, especially playing Iowa. They had to play a little bit, and they came through and played a little bit of defense there. We go to Tim. Pittsburgh. Traveling to Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech 2.5-point favorites. 62 and a hook. Have at it, Tim.
Yeah, I kind of saw the over-under here, and I'm like, okay. But then again, Navy and whatchamacallit were 60 and hit that easily. I mean, Pittsburgh, of course, looked terrible against Notre Dame. I mean, Notre Dame could probably have their number, and just Pittsburgh was awful. However, Georgia Tech has looked pitiful the last 2 weeks and had to come back and win this past week. I'll take Pittsburgh because they're at home, and I'll take the under.
All right, and you're saying Pittsburgh straight up is going to win this game?
Yes.
Okay, Harris.
I'm going to go Georgia Tech in the under.
All right. Harris goes Georgia Tech and the under. And Brian is going to go Georgia Tech in the under in this ball game. I'm like this, man. Pittsburgh, I believe, I'm not sure a high school team last week couldn't have took Pittsburgh out to the woodshed. They just look pitiful, man. What's the one thing that you can travel with? They say is defense, but the one thing you can stay at home and do most times anyway, unless you're into a steaming defense, can be able to run the football. I think Haynes King and company can run the football here. I'm taking Georgia Tech. I'm going with the under in this ball game. I think it's going to be a very, very good game. I think it could be easily a field goal game, but I think Georgia Tech wins by that field goal. We go back to Tim. No, I'm sorry. We go back to Harris. We got BYU at Cincinnati. BYU is a 2.5-point favorite, 54.5. Harris.
I got BYU winning this game and going the under here as well.
All right. So Harris takes BYU. He'll give up the 2.5 and go under. You saying? Oh well, obviously you're saying BYU is going to win this game.
Yeah, BYU's going to win.
Yep, Tim.
Yeah, I don't think that Cincinnati's going to be able to handle BYU, and I got this game going over.
All right, Tim has got BYU, and he's going with the over. Brian says he likes BYU in the under in this ball game, and I'm like, man, I've seen Cincinnati play a couple times. They look pretty good at home, especially. They are dangerous, but only 2.5 points. I'm surprised this is not a 5.5 point swing BYU's way. 2.5. I think they're more than a field goal better. I will take BYU in this ball game. I'm going under the total as well. Going back to Tim. Louisville traveling to SMU, SMU. SMU is a 3-point favorite, 52.5. Tim.
Yeah, SMU easily with one of the bigger wins this past week. Plus, they have also beat Miami this year. Louisville has gone on a downward trend the last couple weeks. I think they've lost the last 2 weeks.
They've lost two out of the last 3 weeks. Yeah, I think they've lost 2 out of the last 3 weeks anyway.
Plus, it's in Dallas, so it's at SMU's field. Give me SMU and the over.
All right. Harris.
This is my ACC upset. I think SMU, after the game they had last week, they're going to lay back a little bit this week, knowing what Louisville's been playing. So I'm going to take Louisville and the 3, and Louisville will win the game outright and under.
And under. All right. We got Brian. Brian says he likes SMU, and he is going over the total in this ball game. I'm going to do a little different from each one of you guys. I like SMU in this ball game as well, but I'm going under the total. I think this could be first half defensive battle. We'll see what happens, but I think it certainly could happen. We're going back to Harris. Missouri going to Oklahoma. Oklahoma, 9.5-point favorites. 42.5. Have it in Harris.
All right. I'm going to take Missouri plus the 9.5. Oklahoma wins the game, and it's going over.
All right. Tim.
The reason I'm laughing, Harris, is I have the exact same scenario. And as Rob knows, I typed this out on a notepad document before I come here. Missouri to cover, Oklahoma to win, and over.
All right.
Yep, I see your little paper there. Yep.
Brian. Oklahoma wins, Missouri covers, and the under.
Oh.
Rob is going Oklahoma to not only take care of them, they're going to take care of business. 2 touchdowns. I'm going straight up Oklahoma here. I'm going against the crowd. That Rob's Island. And I'm going over. First time I went over all games right there. But, yep, I'm taking Oklahoma straight up. Give up a 9.5. Not a problem. And over the total.
Rob, while you have a second when we transition, the MLB news is that the new TV deal has been reached. ESPN's only going to do about 30 games a year, primarily on weeknights. NBC Peacock will be the new home for Sunday Night Baseball.
Wow.
So I wonder how they're going to work that out when the season's going on. Maybe they'll just switch over to Peacock, or they'll be on another ESPN network. And they're going to have the wild card games. Netflix will have the home run derby and 2 other games. All right. Now on to the pros.
Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. How about this? 8.5 minutes for college. Not too bad.
We might have done this in 30.
We were right. Well, we're going to be done in a straight 35, right? Yeah, okay. Hey, over-unders this week. Boy, oh boy, wake up, folks. We have finally arrived. Harris with 6. Mike with 9. Tim with 7. Keith He took a nap. What's that guy that slept for 100 years? What was his name?
Van Winkle.
Yeah, Keith Van Winkle, 4. Brian was 6. Rob with 11 this week. Did pretty
Good
good.
work, Rob.
Over under. So for the season, Harris has 77. Mike with 99. Tim was 77. Keith was 69. Brian was 74. And with my 11, I am now 89. So a lot better this week. Our picks for the week. Harris got 7. He went 7 and 8. Mike 6 and 9. Tim 7 and 8. Keith 6 and 9. Brian 7 and 8. Rob 7 and 8. I didn't write the season over. I didn't do that today. I had a lot.
You beat Michael. That's all that matters.
We will.
There was one push.
Yep, we did have a push. Not 2 pushes. That's right. We talked about it early. But the push was a Packers-Giants. Packers favored by 7, 27-20 game. All we did there, we went with the overs there, and Mike was the only one to get the over in that ball game. Other than that, no penalty, no crimes committed there. We're going to start with Harris here. Thursday night football, the Buffalo Bills, they're 3.5-point favorites. They are traveling to Houston to play the Texans. 44 and a hook. Have it at Harris.
Yeah, when I seen you had 3.5 and I see the lines now at 6, I jump all over this. Give me Buffalo in the over.
All right, Harris takes Buffalo, and he's going with the over there. Tim.
Harris, I agree with you with no Stroud and with Nico Collins being injured a little bit more, or a little bit, probably not going to be at 100%, but probably still going to give it a go. I like Buffalo, but I don't think enough points are going to be scored by the Texans potentially to get this to hit the over. So I'll take the Bills in the under.
All right. We've got Brian here that says he likes Buffalo and the over in this ball game. And I think the Texans can probably pull 14, 17 points out of the hat. If they can, I don't think Buffalo has any problem getting 30. I'll take Buffalo. I'm going to take the over in this ball game as well. All right, we go to Tim. Sunday, 1 p.m., not Sunday, 9 a.m. or 8:30 a.m. None of that. They're done for that for the year. We got the Colts traveling to Kansas City. Kansas City is going to be in a nice earth-pissed mood. Chiefs 3.5 favorites, though. 50 and a hook. Tim, have at it, bro.
This is my toughest game because the Colts have played an easy schedule, and you don't know who you're really getting for, like, against the better teams, like the Steelers or, some of the other good teams. With that being said, the Chiefs are looking to this is a big game. They cannot afford to go 5-6. So I'm going to take the Chiefs to cover the 3.5 and over the total. All
right. Harris.
To me, right now, Kansas City looks so like I can't even figure out the word I want to use.
I wouldn't say wounded animal because then they come back.
How about lost?
Yeah.
How about lost?
Right. I'm going to take the 3.5 and the Colts. Kansas City's going to find a way to win this game late, though. And it's going to stay under.
All right. Brian says he likes Kansas City in the under in this ball game. I'm with Tim in this one. I'm like this. Don't forget, Indy had the week off last week, too. If the Colts ever were in a position to just beat down somebody, this is it. You go into Kansas City. Kansas City is like the wounded animal. They're like a tiger. You touch them, they're going to bite the hell out of you. They're going to hurt you. They are dangerous. You can kick off to them, and 3 plays later and 12 seconds later, they'll be kicking a field goal, be a touchdown. I'm starting to be a little concerned with Danny Dimes. 7 turnovers in his last 2 games, but he got a week off. I think that's going to help him a little bit here. But look, there's no way in hell this week I'm going against the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are just – this is a must-win for them. If they don't win this one right here, number one, the division is completely out. And
Oh, yeah.
probably the chance of playoffs is probably 20, 25, 30%. I know they still want to win this division so they can have a chance at
There's
getting
your
a week
division winner
off.
right there.
Orange Crush.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm going over in this ball game. All right. Let's see whose turn is back to Tim. Yeah, it's back to Tim. No, it's Harris's turn. The Seahawks, 12.5-point favorites, going to see Tennessee the Titans. 42 and a hook. Have at it, Harris.
Yeah, I see no way in hell Seattle loses this game, but 12.5 to me is too much. So I'll take the Titans in 12.5, Seattle to win, and it's going to be what's your total on it?
42 and a hook.
Under.
All right, Tim.
Yeah, I mean it's they got held back by the lost by 2 points against the Rams. So I mean I guess you hold the Rams to 21 points, you're doing okay. And plus the Titans have nothing on offense to give me. I wouldn't be shocked if it's like 17-3. Even if it's in Tennessee. Seahawks in the under.
All right, Tim takes the Seahawks in the under. Brian's going to go a different way from each one of you a little bit. He's taking the Seahawks. He's going over the total in this ball game. And I'm like this. The Titans are at home for a second straight week. They were at home last week against the Texans, and they gave them all they could friggin' handle. Texans, people can say, well, they didn't have Stroud, and they didn't get General Mills and all this kind of stuff. They got a hell of a defense, and a defense will travel. That's what will happen. And they've got that. They've got a defense that travels. I'm taking the Titans in this ballgame. 12.5 is too much. Seahawks going to win by a touchdown. I'm going the same way with Harris, but I'm going over the total here. I actually think the Titans are going to start finding their way offensively. I'll give the coaching and the ownership in Tennessee credit. I will give them this much. Here comes Mike. I'll give them this much credit. You have not heard one mention all year about them wanting to possibly bench the rookie quarterback. Let him go through his progression of 17 games. If he gets his ass beat down a couple of weeks, let him work through it. Let him do what he does. Look, I was not a big proponent of them taking him number one, but I do like the way they're letting him play. They're letting him learn. He's on the job learning. People are going to be like, hey, he's a rookie. Let's take our lumps. Let's do something next year. Let's gather up a couple of defensive linemen. Let's have ourselves a hell of a defense. And let's see if we can make a run for the South, because the South is wide open. We know that. I hope the Titans keep it close. I think they will. I don't think they can beat the Seahawks. I really don't. But I will go over the total. Welcome, Michael. How are you doing, my friend?
Greetings. Oh, I'm fine. I got my new glasses on.
All right. I'll tell you what we're going to do.
First off, congratulations, Michael. 5-0 in college.
5-0 in college.
Oh, yeah. I knew that.
All right. Welcome.
Hi, Harris. How you feeling?
I got one hell of a headache.
Get to college picks. Now, Mike, we're going to set the world speed record with you right now.
Okay, go.
For the pro picks, we're just going to let you tell us what's going on, and then we'll take it from there. Bills, 3.5-point points against the Texans. 44.5.
It's Buffalo, without a doubt. No C.J. Stroud. Thank you. Next.
Wait. Over or under? 44
What's
and
the
a
number?
half. 44 and a half.
No, let's play under. It's Thursday night.
All right. Colts, Chiefs. Chiefs 3.5-point favorites, 50 and a hook. Sunday
I'm gonna take Indy and the points, and I'm gonna go over.
All right, who wins outright, Mike?
The Colts.
All right, so you're taking the points, but not gonna need them, you say. All
That's right.
Seahawks 12.5-point favorites against the Titans, 42 and a hook.
Seahawks, easy win, should be 28.
12.5, are they going to cover?
Yes.
42 and a hook.
And I'm trying to think how many points. Let's see. What's playing? The defense.
28-14 is 42.
42. Under.
Oh, okay. I just talked you into it. Okay. Didn't mean to do that, Mike, but hey, how about it?
How about that?
We caught up with you. We'll get the college picks at the end. All
Yeah,
right, Mike, we'll start.
5-0?
Start off with it. Huh?
5-0 in college?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You did.
Nailed everything. See?
Yes, you did.
Joe
You
T
did
helps
well.
me.
How about this? Mike, you did over-unders and pros. You did got 9 from last week.
That's
So
pretty
not
good.
bad.
That's best of the Jabronis.
Oh, of course.
Well, no, I got 11.
Oh,
I
listen
got
to
11.
Oh, but Rob got 11. That's right. Rob got 11. He was
I
the
got 11.
king.
Oh, you got 11.
Yeah, I really had a good week there, but I didn't. But my college picks, I was 1-4, so I sucked the joint up. So, all right, Mike, we're gonna start with you, brother. Vikings at the Packers. Packers are a 6-point favorite, 42. Well, 42.6. How about 42 and a half? We'll go
How
with
about
that.
42 and a half?
All right, 42.6 would be all right either way.
In, what'd you say, New England?
No, this is
Vikings Packers.
Oh, in
Minnesota.
Green Bay.
Oh,
6.
it's
Green Bay
it's indoors.
6 favorite.
Ooh, it's indoors. Eric
outdoors.
May and Company.
Outdoors.
Ah.
Outdoors.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Minnesota's
Vikings at the Packers.
Oh, there's Vikings at the Packers. You're right. Yes,
Oh, it's,
Vikings are at the Packers.
It's indoors still.
No, not the Packers.
Not
It's
indoors at Green Bay.
Oh, it's
At
outside. I got the
They're
thing,
both
with,
outdoor
the
stadiums
thing
now.
with me is I got to look at the weather in Green Bay, but you know what?
Outdoors too now.
The Vikings are in a lot of trouble. That NFC North division is like ipso facto. 1 week, one team wins. Week, another team wins. So we're gonna play it close. We're gonna take the underdog. Plus, I'll take the points. And is Green Bay gonna win the game? I don't know. I don't think so. I think the Vikings will win, but maybe by a field goal. The game will go
over the total. Okay.
By the way, weather for Green Bay on Sunday, high of 51, unseasonably warm.
Wow. Balmy.
Okay.
Balmy. How about it, Tim?
Well, now that I realize that Green Bay's home, have they gone? Has their offense gone into hibernation? Like, wow, has that's gone bad? I mean, and then the way McCarthy's also gone into hibernation, you wonder if this will be an old school like 3-0 game or something like that. Yeah, I can't see the Packers winning by that much. In fact, I got the Vikings winning this game outright and under.
All right. Harris.
I'm going the exact opposite of you, Tim. I got Green Bay winning this game and over.
All right. Brian in this game, he says he likes Green Bay and the over. I'm like, yes. I'm going to be a little twist, a little twing in here. I think Green Bay wins by field goal. I think 6 points is too much, guys. I don't know. It might just be me. But I think Green Bay squeaks this one out. But 6 points, I'll take the Vikings, and I'm going under the total. I'm going to be one of the few that goes under the total here. But I think it's going to be close. I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings win. We go to Tim. The New York Jets, Jets, traveling to Baltimore to get to play the Ravens. Ravens 14 and a hook favorite, 44.5. Tim.
Yeah, I think the Jets' winning streak goes bye-bye. Yes, Tyrod Taylor is starting for the Jets.
Yes, he is.
Over Justin Strawberry Fields, never. Yeah, it's the way I see it. The Ravens are on a winning streak. Yes, they had to kind of pull it out late with the tight end reverse tush push, whatever you want to call it. against the Browns. This is not the defense for the Jets is nowhere near what the Browns is. They'll be able to keep Jackson upright. I say they will cover the 14.5 and over the total.
All right. Harris.
I agree with you partially. I'm going to go with the Ravens minus the 14.5, but I don't see the Jets scoring, so I've got to go under.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Harris says he likes the Ravens. He's going under.
No, I don't like the
Michael.
Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens.
Tell us about it, Mike.
Tyrod's going to get hurt. Justin Fields is going to come back again, and Derrick Henry's going to have one of those games because it's right near Thanksgiving, and he's going to give thanks to the New York Jets, to the NFL schedule makers for putting them on right before Thanksgiving. Give me Lamar Jackson and the 14. Give the 14 points. The Jets suck. They go under.
It's 14.5. Like
3 points.
14 the hook. He don't care.
Doesn't matter for him. Michael, should we now send you like a skeleton costume so you'd be the Grim Reaper if you predict quarterback injuries?
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, the defense of the Ravens is that good, and Tyrod Taylor's going to get hit, and he's going to go down. Hamilton may do it. Who knows?
by halftime, Tyrod's going to be asked to go back to Baltimore.
I'm sorry?
By halftime, Tyrod Taylor's going to be asking to go back to the Ravens.
By halftime, Hundley will be in the game in the middle of the third quarter. How about that spoiler?
Brian says Baltimore wins. Jets cover this ball game, so he's going to take the Jets, and he's going over the total.
I think that Rocky Mountain air on the train is getting to him.
Rob's not going to do that, guys. Oh, man. You know what? I will say this much. The Ravens don't have their offense. They don't have their ducks in a row offensively, throwing the football. I still think Lamar's hurting a little bit. He's not running like he normally would be running. This week, he's not going to need to. He can hand the ball off 22, and he can throw the ball. He'll probably throw the ball maximum 18 times in this ball game. I'm going Ravens. I'm going under the total. I'm with Harris on this ball game. I'll be surprised if the Jets put a dime on this board. So I don't think it happens. All right. Okay, we go back to Harris. Harris, the Giants, going to the Lions. You'll be fed to the Lions, I guess. 11.5-point favorites, 49 to hook. Have at it, Harris.
When I first saw this, I thought it was 17.5, and that's where I think it should be. Give me Detroit and the over.
All right, Harris says Detroit and over. Mike, have at it, bro.
They start playing.
The 1 o'clock game still.
Huh?
Is Dart playing?
I don't think
he's limited practice and still in the protocol, I believe. I think I just saw him on ESPN.
No, this is and they're playing indoors, so Goff is going to have a field day against the Giant passing defense. Give me the Lions. I'm going to give the points, and I'm going to go under the total.
All right, Tim.
Yeah, it's the Lions looked. They didn't look bad offensively, just they missed on all their fourth down opportunities. That's not going to happen this week.
Because we're number 2.
Lions in the
under.
All right. Brian says he likes Detroit in the over in this ball game. Yeah, the Giants are not the Eagles. And in Philly, the Eagles are a totally different animal than they are away from home. But they stopped them boys 4 times on fourth down. I don't see the Giants doing that. I really don't. I think that Lions, this could get messy. I think this will be like 47, 48 points scored in this game, though. And it liable to be like 48-0. That's the sad part. Giants quarterback gets injured in this ball game, whoever he is. That's what I'm saying. Lions good and pissed. Yeah. Lions good and pissed in this game. I'll take Lions under the total. Okay, we go to Mike. Mike, Steelers at the Bears. The Bears are 3-point favorites. 45 on the hook. Have at it, Michael.
Don't know if Rodgers is going to play. Doesn't matter. It's going to be a very, very, very close game. I am going to take the Steelers and the points. And since it's in Pittsburgh,
No.
it's
Chicago.
Chicago. It don't matter. It's grass. Okay.
Okay.
And if the weather's going to be cold, like I think it's going to be, I'm going to take the game under. Give me the Steelers.
I don't know. I think it's
Green
going
Bay's
to
be 51. Chicago is probably not going to be that bad.
No, it's probably. I think it's 53, but I think the
Yeah.
win's supposed to be like 17.
Yeah,
So that can make a difference.
Give me the Steelers and the points, and I'm going to go under.
All right, Tim.
Yeah, I'm saying about 10-mile-an-hour winds, but that could probably gust up a little bit if you're closer to the lake, like the Bears are. Yeah, I mean, it's and if Rodgers doesn't play, maybe they'll actually move the ball a little bit, or maybe focus more on the running game, or they'll also make the short, safe passes.
Rudolph's not.
I think that this is going to be a tight game. I got the Steelers to cover and win the game and under.
All right, Harris.
My question is, are either of these two teams for real?
That's a good question. Yeah.
I mean,
Not really.
Pittsburgh started off like a bat out of hell. Chicago, it's 2 weeks they look like a Super Bowl caliber team. The next 2 weeks they look like they're a high school JV team. But this week, I'm going to take the Bears minus the 3 and keep it under.
All right. Brian says he likes the Chicago Bears in this game and the over. He likes them. I'm like this. Did anybody hear the crowd when Mason Rudolph walked out on the field Sunday?
No.
They were cheering him. They were actually cheering him. Something tells me that crowd, something they just don't like about Rodgers, and they just feel like Rudolph can take the ball and go from one end of the field to the other. He did it twice Sunday, and he had very few problems. I like Steelers in this ball game. Straight up, yeah, I like them straight up. I'm going under the total here. I think straight up they beat the Bears in this ball game. All right, we go to Harris. Harris, the Patriots, 5.5-point favorites. Going to the Bengals without Jamar Chase. Chase suspended for a game for spitting in the face of Jalen Ramsey. 50 and a hook. Have at it, Harris.
I don't think it makes a difference if Chase plays or not in this game. For some reason, New England's for real this year. Give me the Patriots minus the 5.5. It's going to stay under the total.
You taking the Patriots?
Patriots and under, yeah.
All right. Tim.
Yeah, I like the Patriots, but because Flacco can maybe throw the ball around a little bit, yeah, they're good defensively, but I think they'll score enough to maybe keep this, 30-23 for the Patriots. So, yeah, I'll take the Patriots in the over.
All right. Michael.
I am going on the island. I think even though I hate Joe Flacco, I think that Flacco is going to find a way to find some kind of miracle on him. I think it's going to be back and forth and back and forth. I think the defenses are going to have problems. Give me the Bengals plus the points and let me go over. It's probably going to be 27-24. Cincinnati.
All right. And no, I'm not going that way. I'm like this.
On the island.
Haven't the Patriots won 8 in a row?
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And were they off last week or did they play last week?
They played.
Did they play? I thought they. Yeah, that's right.
Don't they got to play Thursday?
Oh, guess what? Guess what?
Yeah,
they
but-
have extra days off because they got extra days off. They played the Jets, and they
they
played on the
practiced
garbage
against New York.
field, playing on the garbage field of the Bengals. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Brian is taking Patriots in the under. Yeah, I'm gonna follow suit. I'm taking Patriots in the under in this ballgame. I like the Patriots big in this ballgame, maybe about 14 or more.
Rob, before you
Yeah,
continue,
going on the island.
hello
Do what?
to Daniel Berry. He's made his weekly appearance. Thank you for joining us. And
Yeah,
hello,
we do
Brian
thank
from
you.
the road.
Yeah, we do. And also, hey, speaking of Brian from the road, last week straight up before we do our 4 o'clock picks, Brian 11-4.
God, you should
Mike,
stay on that
11
train.
and 4. Mike 11-4. Tim 10-5. Keith 9-6. Rob 9-6. So far for the season, Brian 102-62. Mike 101-63. Tim 164. Keith 84-64. And Rob 93-71.
Would you
So
forget me?
that tells us our straight up.
60%.
Tells us straight up so far.
You forget
And
me,
we're
Rob?
gonna go back to the
You forget me? You forgot mine.
He did not have your straight ups. He did not send it to me. Your straight
Oh,
ups.
I sent them all out.
Okay, I do not. He did not email. He did not email. Yeah, you got the picks to me, but he did not email me your name and your record so far. So we will have to catch up with that, Harris. I
Yeah,
will
that
get that.
choo-choo train. They're telling you that's that Rocky Mountain Air on the choo-choo train.
And Brian says my Vikings crazy pick with 1 point leeway came within just 1 point, missed by that much. Also, you tried with the Washington game. That was not very, very successful. Which, hey, you tried.
I tried.
I like that. I like that too, Brian. We are going to who wants to go first this time? You go first, Mike. Go first, Mike.
Why not? What you giving me?
4 o'clock games. We got the Cleveland Browns traveling to the Raiders. Browns have said 100% sure Shador Sanders will start Sunday this week.
Mhm.
Raiders are a 3-point favorite still in this ballgame. 37 and a hook have added Michael.
You know, I wish that Dion would be there. I don't know if he's going to be there, but I'm going to say this flat out. I am taking the Raiders to win this game, and it's going to be another one of those. It's 3 points is like a pick-em game anyway. So that in my world means that if you think about it, these two teams are even. And that's not a good thing. So I'm going to take the Raiders, and I'm going to go a little over. I think this could be one of those. I think the Vegas bettors don't know what's going to happen. Raiders
All
and
right.
over. Da, da, da,
All
da.
right. Tim.
Well, the reason why it's under 40 is that Shador, with his wonderful 4 completions for 40 yards and threw out of his passes that I've seen, because I'm boycotting the Browns till Kevin Stefanski gets fired. He threw one good ball. Max Crosby will eat this offensive line alive.
It's
Would not doubt if he pulls a Myles Garrett and gets 4 sacks.
Yeah, it's going to be a great battle. That's defense.
And Garrett, and that's who's going to have more sacks. I'll take the Raiders to cover the 3. And I'm with you, Michael. I think that this could be like 24-14.
Yeah.
I'll go over.
All right. Harris.
I figured I'd be on the island on this game. I'm going to take the Browns to win this game outright and over.
Okay.
That's
All right. Brian, he has said he likes Cleveland in this game. And he's going under the total. I got to split the tie up right here, guys. Look, I'm not one that's really banging on Stefanski here. Stefanski made it clear when they went and got Shador, he didn't want him. He did not want him. He did not want the zoo that comes along with him. Now, to sit back and watch all these people that are defending him this week, I'm laughing about it because he looked like shit. Anybody that's seen him play, he was running backwards more than he was throwing forward.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was sad. It really was because the kid, I don't think he's an NFL quarterback. That being said, you stack both lineups of 55 players on each side. The Browns are the better team here. Browns win this ball game by a field goal. I don't care if Shador Sanders is quarterback, and I think I can quarterback him this week. And I think they at least win. I'm going under the total, though. I do not see 37.5 points being scored by these two teams if they play twice hardly. So I'll go Browns and under. Had I already told you guys what Brian did?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tim, let me ask Tim, what are they saying about Gabriel? Is he there ready to play?
No, he's concussion. He's going to be.
He's got one or two more weeks. He's probably going to be
Who's the backup?
That's an excellent question because you can't move Zappy up from the practice squad and have him be second string.
Do they have something Robinson or something? Is he there?
No, he's not on the team either.
Johnson?
Oh, okay.
They can bring somebody from the practice squad, can't they?
They can, but if you call up somebody from the practice squad, he's at least got to start.
No.
Oh,
They can
Okay.
bring up
Then maybe he has to be
squad
second
back
string.
up.
okay.
So Zappy's the backup.
Yeah, Zappy's going to serve the number 2.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my God, the quarterback from Texas Tech is better than Zappy right now.
Oh, and we'll talk about some other Tech in a little while ago that just picked up a new coach, and it was very unusual what he did, but it's reported what he ended up doing in Penn State, making a trip back up there. We'll talk about that in a minute. Tim, we got the Jaguars, 2.5 favorites, traveling out there to Arizona to another wonderful field to get to play on. 47 and a hook. Have at it, Tim.
Boy, that Jacoby Brissett record for most completions in an NFL game sure seems pretty hollow when you do the majority of it in garbage time when you're forced to throw the ball.
Yeah.
But you had 2 receivers over 100 yards, but they sure as hell couldn't stop couldn't stop anything on Sunday. I don't think there's going to be a lot of the same. Jaguars, especially after that big win. I don't see them letting down after that win against the Chargers. I'll take Jacksonville and the cover and win and over.
Over. All right. Harris.
Yeah, I'm going to go Jacksonville and over.
All right. Michael.
I think that why I'm thinking this, I think that Jacksonville's running attack is going to run for 200 yards against the Cardinals. I think both Etienne and his backup will each run for 100 yards. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but I like Tony Khan's Jaguars, and it's indoors, and Brissett's going to throw the ball. Yeah, I got to go with the over on this as well.
You taking the Jaguars and over?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Jaguars and the over.
All right. Brian says he also likes the Jaguars and over in this ball game. But you always got to have a sourpuss in the crowd, and today it's me. Yeah, I like the Jags in this game myself. Yes, I do like them. I like them winning by a field goal, maybe even by 5 points. But I'm going under the total here. I think this is another one of those 16-9 games, 16-12 games, and we'll see what happens. I just don't think either team is going to have a lot of success in this ball game. All right, we'll go back to Tim. The Eagles, 3.5 point favorites. They're going to Dallas to play the Cowboys. 50 and a hook. Have at it, Tim.
Harris, I'm going to actually probably make you a little happy with this one. Now, isn't this usually where the Cowboys have the better success with the Eagles in Dallas? I believe this is the case. Okay. That is why I am going to take the Cowboys to cover the 3.5 win. And a little shocker, I think it might be under.
All right. Harris.
I'm going to take Dallas because they're at home and they happen to play everybody's level that they're playing. It's not, play your level. They play everybody else's level. Now, the problem you have is neither defense can stop anybody. This might be an 80-point game. It's going to go over.
All right. Mike.
Dallas doesn't stop anybody, even though they broke my 40 streak. They only scored 30.
Well, you said they would.
What?
You said they would last week.
Yeah, but they didn't. They didn't score 40.
Yeah, but you said they wouldn't score 40. You said they wouldn't score 40, but they would still win.
Yeah, but Dallas ain't going to win this game. Okay. The Eagles need this game. Does Dallas need this game? No. And you want to know something? And I'm going to say this living here in Texas. There are going to be more Eggo fans than Cowgirl fans this Sunday. They're going to sell all their tickets because all these kids are off from school and their parents got better things to do than take them to see Yee. Give me the Eagles. Give me the over.
All right. We hear to Brian. Brian says he likes Philadelphia and the over in this ball game.
Oh, God, Brian, stop following me.
I like this about it. The Eagles have played some of the best defense that the NFL has been played the last 2 weeks against Green Bay and Detroit. I think this week they find their offense. They hadn't got a chance to play indoors in a while. They played at Green Bay, then got to play at home against Detroit instead of going inside Detroit. They're going in Dallas. 3.5 is a scary number for me because I think probably going to win this thing by field goal. But I'm going to give it. I'm going to give up the 3.5 here. I'm going to take the Eagles in this ball game. I'm going to go a little over the total, but I don't think neither team scores 35 points or 30 points in this game. I think it's going to be a 27-23, some type of game like that, and 27-24, 28-24, whatever you want to say. I don't think either one quite gets 30 this week, but I think it's going to be a pretty decent game.
Yeah, also
last
Lane Johnson's
four
also dealing with an injury for the Eagles, so
yeah, Lane Johnson is out. He is out this game.
Oh,
yep.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. We are going to – let's go to Mike. Mike, the Falcons, 3-point favorites, heading to New Orleans. Falcons have got Kirk Cousins, quarterbacking this week, scheduled to start.
Yes. And Drake London is also out.
It's a doubtful for right now for Penix Jr. And he may be
Penix Jr. is out. He tore his ACL. He's having a surgery. He's done for the year.
Yeah, Penix is done for the year.
He's out for the year. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's done.
All right. Okay. I'd heard he was that he could play. Maybe you know what? I believe I saw that last week. I didn't see it this week.
Yeah, he's done.
What's up, Al? He's squeezed in him. We
I think the best part of this game is not the game itself. I think they should have an over-under of how many fights they're going to be in the stands. You know, these are two teams that can't stand each other.
That's most of the NFL.
I'm sorry?
I said that's most of the NFL.
Yeah, I know, but these two especially, New Orleans, and they're playing in New Orleans. So, be that as it may, I am going to take the Saints, and I am going to go over because it's going to be one of those games.
All right. Mike takes the Saints. Saints going to win outright.
Yep.
All right, and over. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Keith. Keith, Falcons 3-point favorites at the Saints, 40 and a hook.
I'm going to be with Michael on this. I'm going to go with the Saints.
Mr. Commander! Hello.
And they'll win outright,
40
I
and a
guess.
hook.
3 points. Yeah.
Where's my pal, the pussycat?
I'll go over.
Over.
Yeah.
All right. Tim.
Yeah, with no Penix, no Drake London, you're only depending on Bijan. So put 8 in the box and let old man Cousins try to beat you, which I don't think they will.
Score
Saints in the under.
Tim says Saints in the under. Harris.
I've got to go with the Falcons. I don't know why. Maybe it's because the Saints just blow. Give me the Falcons and under.
All right. I'm coming back with the other boys here. Yeah, you gonna give me 3 points? I'm taking the Saints here. Yeah, Cousins, we know is capable of throwing 400 yards. He's also capable of throwing 5 interceptions. Either one could happen. Neither one would really surprise me. But I'm going Saints in this ball game. I'm going under the total. Playing in New Orleans is not the easiest thing in the world to do, and I think they'll show it. Sunday night football, Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are a 6.5 point favorites, 49 and a hook. Let's go to Keith.
Yeah.
I'll go with the Bucks with the points, Rams to win and under.
That was easy enough.
Says the Rams are going to win, but Bucks are going to cover, and he's going with the under. We're going to Harris.
I'm almost with Keith. I'm going to Bucks plus 6.5. Rams win the game, but I'm going over.
And he's going over the total. Mike.
Let me say this first. It's Baker and Pashew. That's not a bad matchup. So I have a feeling it will be a close game. But let me say this. The Rams finally did something right. They now have the coolest uniforms in the National Football League.
At midnight, I loved it.
Oh, God, it is. Oh, I got to find. I just don't want the hat with the Los Angeles script on it. I want the Rams logo on the midnight blue. Right, Harris? Wasn't that a gorgeous uniform?
I loved it.
I loved it. Okay.
Yeah, that's not a bad uniform.
What?
It's not a bad uniform.
It's gorgeous. It's better than it's just up to the powder blues of the Chargers. Anyway, I think it's going to be a close game. I'm going to take the Buccaneers in the points. I think the Rams will win it. I think it's going to come down to a field goal. I think somebody's going to kick a field goal to win the game. That's my thinking. And I think the game is going to go, what was that number again?
49 and a hook.
Oh, I think it's going to go just a wee bit over. I think it's going to be 27-24.
All right.
So
everybody's taking the Bucks in this ballgame. First off, Brian says, I'm taking the Rams and the over. So he's going straight up with the Rams, giving up the points and going over the total. I'm not going to do that. I'm taking the Bucks straight up to win this game. I think the Bucks need it more than the Rams here do. This desperate team here, I'm going with the Bucks. I'm going over the total as well. And I like their chances here. I like the Bucks in this ball game. Monday Night Football.
And somebody didn't go.
Keith? No.
No.
Tim
Tim did not
you,
go.
Tim. Tim didn't go.
Yeah.
Tim, go for it, Tim. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Buccaneers have struggled the last couple of weeks against better competition like the Bills. I would think that the Rams could play better, or if not the same as the Bills. Granted, not give up 6 touchdowns to the quarterback.
No.
Yeah, I'll take the Rams to cover 6.5 and over the total. Now we can go to Monday Night
All
Football.
right. Now we're going to Monday night, and you're not going to be surprised at who we're going to start with. We're going to start with Tim. Tim, Monday Night Football. The Panthers going to the 49ers. Niners, 6.5 favorites, 47.5. Have at it, Tim.
Just say that the Panthers might be the recipients of the easiest, I don't want to say easiest schedule, but they've earned a couple wins, but not against this 49ers team. I think they've got their stuff together now, and I think they're going to this is going to be the down week. So the Panthers roller coaster, they got up last week, now they're going to go down. 49ers in the under.
All right. Harris.
I'm going to take the Panthers plus the 6.5, but the 49ers win the ball game. And once again, it's going to go over. This might be an overtime game.
All right. Mike.
I think that Joe and Troy are going to spend a lot of time talking about they're going to have to use a lot of fluff. I think the 49ers are just going to roll over the Carolina Panthers. They're home. Yeah, the 49ers, and I'm going to take this game under. WWE will be better than this.
But we'll be better than
And
last night's WWE.
And we'll go.
No, WWE all the way, baby. After Monday night, oof.
I think the 49ers will win this one by a comfortable margin to cover, but I don't know how much the Panthers will score. This is one of those numbers, Mike. I'm kind of feeling
I know, but to me, this is an easier one.
a little too high. I'm going under with that.
Yeah.
All right. Brian says with his last pick of the week, he says he likes San Francisco and the under. And Rob, look, the Panthers, what are they at? 5 wins or 6 wins?
6 wins.
6 wins.
6 wins.
How many against winning record teams?
They
No.
none. Oh wow.
No.
Okay.
I don't think any. I don't think they've beaten the winning record team yet, have they? I don't think so.
I can check the Panthers.
It may be one. It may be one. I may have missed
I
that.
don't know, are the Falcons below 500? I don't even know what their record is.
Well,
Are we talking
500.
now 500 or 500 when they played them?
500 now.
Okay. Let's see here.
Pickles.
Let's see here. They beat the Falcons. They beat the Packers. They're over 500.
Oh, okay.
And they Cowboys are they 500?
No.
No.
Okay. Then Dolphins aren't. Yeah. Nope. Just one
It's
team.
the pussycat.
The Packers. Okay. Yeah, I think the 49ers are getting their game together. This is a team that should scare you. They actually have a pretty damn good defense. They got a great running attack, and they have 2 quarterbacks that can lead them right here. I've always heard if you had 2 quarterbacks, you got one too many. I don't buy that bullshit. I'm like, if you've got 2 quarterbacks, you right now it helps you prepare for the end of the season because
And I
who's
just
going
want
to
to
all
not
season?
be shoot.
I think if you got one quarterback, you don't have enough.
Right. 3 is what you almost need nowadays. That's a 2025 method of it. I'm going 49ers in this ball game. I don't care which quarterback plays it most or whatever. I'm going under the total. I don't like what the Panthers bring to the table in this ball game. All right. We will let's see. Is Harris still with us?
No, he
Harris
bolted.
left.
Well, I don't know if he bolted, but he got kicked off, I think.
All right. He may come back. So I'll tell you what, let's do. Until that point, let's let Keith try to get caught up here. Bills, 3.5-point favorites against the Texans.
I'll
Keith.
go ahead and give the points for Buffalo.
44 and a half.
Gosh. I'll go over.
All right. Colts, Chiefs, 3.5. Chiefs, 3.5 favorites at home.
Chiefs need a rebound. I'll go ahead and take them and give the points.
50 and a half.
I don't think the Colts will get beat by a whole lot, but how much?
50 and a hook.
50 and a hook. I'll go over again.
Over. Okay. The internet just went out.
Sounds like a
Seahawks. Seahawks, 12.5-point favorites at the Titans.
That's a lot of points to give up on the road, but I'll go ahead and do it. I'll take the Seahawks give up the points. 42
and a half is all it is.
I want to go over because I think that might be like a 31-14 kind of game.
All right. Vikings travel to the Packers. Packers 6-point favorites.
I'm going to take the Vikings to win this game, and
42 and a hook.
Yeah, I'll go on the over on that one too.
All right. Jets traveling to the Ravens. Ravens 14 and a hook favorites. Oh yeah, no Fields this week.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was just thinking about.
Terod Taylor. Yeah, well, I just want to let you know.
Yeah, I'll take the Ravens. I'll give the points, and I'll go
44.
Yeah,
44 and a hook.
I'll go under on that one. Yeah.
Yep. Giants at the Lions. Lions 11 and a half.
Well,
and we don't think Dart's playing this week.
Yeah, but they for somehow they made it tough on Green Bay last week in New York still.
You had to see me crying at home when that happened last week.
But I'll take the Lions, give the points, and I'll go
40,
under.
49 and a half, okay. Steelers at the Bears. Bears 3-point favorites.
Unless I heard it sound like Rodgers is playing.
Yeah, I'm hearing that too.
Yeah, it looks like his left wrist contusion. Looks like he will be starting, but Rudolph is right there if they need him. Yep.
Yeah.
He actually played well last week.
I still don't think a whole lot of Caleb and the Bears, really. I think their schedules helped them a lot, but I think this is another game that's right there for them if they want it. I'm not real sure what to expect from the Steeler defense. I have a feeling the Bears sneak this one out. I don't know if they'll cover or not. I'm going to pick them to, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Bears, give the points.
45.
And I'll go over on that one because I think there could be some big plays on both sides.
Patriots 5.5-point favorites going to Cincinnati to the Bengals.
Given the points again, Patriots to win by over 5.5 and
50 and a hook.
Yeah, under.
All right. Last game for you here in the pros. Browns going to the Raiders. Raiders 3-point favorites. Shador will start.
Browns going to the Raiders, did you say?
Yep, Raiders 3-point favorites.
Well, the Browns are wearing their all whites this weekend.
Oh, really? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, white helmets, white jerseys.
Still doesn't beat the Midnight Blues.
Midnight Blues.
The Rams wore a
Rams.
black
Oh,
jersey.
yeah.
It's nice. It's nice.
It's the color of my car.
it was okay, I guess.
Okay.
Shoot. I mean, it's like, who cares? First of all,
You're not wrong, Keith. You're not wrong.
who flipping cares? Well, I mean, I think it's more whose defense plays the best, but I'll take the Raiders, and I feel kind of stupid doing it, but they are at home. And
Well, I took a
37 and a hook.
yeah, they
37 and a half.
might get to 27 if they play real hard.
So you're going under the total. All right. We got your five college ones right here waiting on you.
Oh,
We
okay.
got USC traveling to Oregon. Oregon's a 9.5-point favorite.
I gotta pick that game too.
Yeah, that's tough, that one. I mean, that
Yeah,
USC's been actually playing fairly decent. And Oregon doesn't play bad, but I don't know if they're that much better.
9.5.
So I think Oregon wins, but I'll take USC with those points. And I'll go
50
over.
and a hook. 50 and
I'll
a
go,
hook.
o-
Keith.
I'll go over.
All right, Michael.
Yes, I know. College Game Day is visiting Eugene, Oregon. A lot of controversy over that. Testo controversy over that. Usk is playing well, but I'm gonna go with it and be a ducky, and I'm gonna give the points, and I think it's gonna be again. It's going to be ving, 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 ving. They're going to be throwing the ball like it could be a 4-hour TV time game. Give me the over.
All right. All right, next one's for you, Mike.
Yeah.
We got Pitt traveling to Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech's 2.5-point favorites, 62 and a half.
62 points. Dang. Well, Pittsburgh's going to Georgia Tech. A lot of Georgia Tech fans. Atlanta's going to be hot down there, and that makes it easier for me. I'm going to take Georgia Tech. I'm going to give the points. I'm going to go under.
All right.
Rob, I'm going to interrupt you after Keith's college pick here.
All right. Go for it, Keith.
Well, just to prove I know absolutely nothing about my college picks this year, because I think I've been really bombing out bad lately, but I'll go ahead and take Pittsburgh in the upset, and I'll go over just because it seems ridiculous to do so.
You're not the only one, Keith.
Tim went under, though. Tim went under.
That went under. The Phillies will be playing in the Field of Dreams game on August 13th.
They're playing the Mets.
They're playing the Twins.
Oh, the Twins.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And,
you heard
I've heard there's a little background to that because they're thinking about signing Byron Buxton next week, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Also, there is a new baseball deal, new TV deal.
Yep, I read that today. That's good.
Netflix, ESPN, and NBC. NBC will now be doing Sunday Night Baseball, which
And
makes me wonder
Netflix.
what they're going to do come when football and baseball come together, whether
What's
they'll
Netflix
switch that
gonna
over to
do?
Peacock or not.
Netflix is doing the home run derby and
a couple
they're
other
doing
games.
all-star stuff.
Oh, I don't watch it.
And the wild card games. Netflix is going to have the wild card games.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you know what the first game of the year is? First game of the year on the TV will be in San Francisco
Giants, Dodgers.
as the $22.5 million man Trent Grisham and the New York Yankees
Oh, Yankees.
play
Oh,
the
wait,
San
wait.
Did you say
Francisco Giants.
ESPN's got part of that deal?
Yeah, they're going to have like 20 some games. Like they'll do
Oh.
weekday games mostly.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
excited. That's
Who
good.
is that?
ESPN.
And MLB TV
But-
is going
but
to be
yeah.
part of the
But
ESPN network.
ESPN's not catching the playoff games. Not that's playoff, but the wild card games are all going to be on pay. On none are going to be local. None are going to be
Right.
local.
Who's got the World Series?
Fox.
Oh,
Fox have
again?
World Series again next year.
Okay.
All right. We'll go back to Keith. BYU 2.5-point favorites at Cincinnati.
Yeah, I don't take Cincinnati real lightly, but I think BYU really looks like they got something going good for them right now. When they're playing pretty good, and it seems like their scores, it's not like they're barely winning games.
Yeah, 54 to hook.
I'll go over on that one too. I think that both those teams will probably put some points up, but I don't think Cincinnati can keep up with them.
Mike?
I'm going to take Cincinnati in the points. I think BYU will win the game. It's going to be close. I think it's going to go under, though. I think it's going to be a field goal game again.
All right, 2.5 is all it is. Is it points?
Yeah, I'll still take Cincinnati in the points.
All right. Gotcha. We'll go back to Mike. Louisville going to SMU. SMU's a 3-point favorite.
Shmoo.
52 and a hook. Mike.
Oh, 52 points? That's a lot of points. Louisville's going to Shmoo, or Shmoo's going to Louisville?
Louisville's going to Dallas.
Oh, good. So Louisville's going to Shmoo. I'll take Shmoo, and I'll go over the total.
All right. Keith?
Yeah, I'll take SMU too. Louisville just seems like they're kind of last couple of weeks, like they're a little rattled or disheartened or something. I mean, they just don't seem like the same team that came out of Miami with that win, after that great throw by Beck to one of the Louisville defenders. And
Yeah.
so I think Louisville's capable of going down there, maybe and putting things back together and pulling an upset. I'm not going to predict it though, and I'll go under.
All right. Go back to Keith. Missouri traveling to Oklahoma. Oklahoma 9.5-point favorites. 42 and a hook.
I think Oklahoma wins, but I'm going to take the points in Missouri on this one, and I'll go over on that one.
All right. Mike.
I'm going to take this to me is easier than I thought. It's Oklahoma. They're home. I think it's probably one of their last home games of the year. They're going to be fired up. I'm going to take the Sooners. I think it's going to be a rout. I think it'll go. Yeah, I think it'll go over.
All right. So we have our picks for the week. And look at the clock, guys. It's not even 6:15 Central or 7:15 Eastern time. We have flown through this week. I got to sneeze. Somebody say something.
And next week, if you want to have a Thanksgiving-inspired song, Michael will allow you one.
What's that?
If Mike wants a Thanksgiving-inspired song next week for one of his picks, we'll allow him
I'll
one.
be busy. I'm busy with that. There's going to be lots with Black Friday, and
Yeah,
the
we got
turkey and all
a quarter
that.
of the league's schedule is going to be Thursday and Friday next week.
I know.
Hmm.
I know that.
And also, they moved the early game from 12:30 to 1 o'clock.
Really?
Yes, the Lions game will not start until 1 Eastern.
Wow. So it's 12 o'clock. So they compete against the dog show. Okay.
I'm gonna try to
And then
take Friday
Cynthia
off.
Erivo will be opening the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Who?
Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah. I heard that.
She is, of course, playing the Wicked Witch in the Wicked movies.
Did you see the first one, Tim?
No,
Do you have the interest to see it?
not really.
Okay. I saw the show on Broadway. It was great. Do I want to watch
Anyway.
the movie? No. What was that? That's not me.
Barely heard any music, but that's okay. We don't want to get you copyright struck, Rob.
Yeah,
no
we're
copyright
too far with
You're
that.
only allowed
Right?
to
copyright
Yeah.
strikes.
Enjoy your time on the train, Brian and Lori. I hope you're having a lot of fun on it. Yeah, they're in the Chicago area now in the Midwest. So if you see them, if you recognize Brian and Lori, step up to them and say hi to them. I know I enjoy it when people do come up to me. I've been approached maybe 2 times over my life, but yeah, it's pretty cool when people do know you and recognize you from a channel. It's awesome stuff. So everybody have themselves a good, happy Wednesday. The rest of your week. Next week, we may change our schedule a little bit to Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll see we'll see how everybody is can get
Rob, I know
together
you
with
probably
me.
already said, but who did the best last week?
Oh, okay, all right. I will tell you that. Pros of college or both?
Both, I guess.
All right, college picks. Rob went 1-4. Harris and Keith 2-3. Brian 3-2. Tim 4-1.
Oh, hey,
Mike
Tim.
5-0. Mike 5-0.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's
My
got
man
his
Joe
business.
Test, baby. Joe Test.
And then mediocre week for pros. 6-9 Mike, 6-9 Keith, 7-8 Harris, 7-8 Tim, 7-8 Brian, 7-8 Rob.
Oh God.
Over unders in the college game. Where are they at? Here they are.
Did I actually do okay in that?
Over unders. Keith got 1. Tim got 1.
Oh, wow.
Rob got 1. Mike got 2. Harris got 2. Brian got 3. We go to the pros. Keith got 4.
Oh,
Brian
wow.
got 6. Harris got 6. Tim got 7. Mike got 9. And yours truly, Rob, got 11. So they're
Wow.
pretty good there. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's what. So for the season, I'll have the season records up next week, called up for both weeks. So I didn't have a season as far as our picks, but that's what we've done so far. I can easily do it right here. 62 and 7 to 69 for Harris. Tim 68 and 7 is 75 wins for picks this year. Mike 72 and 6, 78.
78.
Brian 68 and 7 is 75. Keith 78 and 6 is 84. And Rob 66 and 7 is 73. So that's what we got. And then we got to add our losses on too, either 8 or 9. Nobody did great this week in the pros. Anybody got anything they'd like to say?
I feel like getting our totals for the season is kind of like when Ron White was telling the joke of getting thrown out of the bar, and then they said something about, he said looking at his record and the satellites are linking up, he says, "This is great news." It's like,
oh yes, one good thing. Chris Boyd is now upgraded to stable condition. They did take the bullet out of his lung, but he is looking like he will survive.
The New York Jet player that got shot Saturday.
Yeah.
Got shot Saturday night.
So it looks like he will make it. So good on him.
Yeah, and unfortunately, God bless Randy Jones.
Yes.
Yeah.
And happy birthday, Ahmad Rashad.
Woohoo!
Oh. How's Ahmad Rashad today?
I think 69, 79, I
76?
think.
how many years has him and Felicia been married now?
No, they're divorced.
Are they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
76 is for Ahmad Rashad. That's how old he is today.
I didn't know they were divorced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the top story. Any
So is she
baseball?
back to being Ayers Allen? Felicia Ayers Allen? Rashad.
They divorced in 2001.
Yeah.
Well, that was a
So
long
they've
time
been
ago.
apart for 24 years.
I
Yeah.
remember him proposing to her on TV.
Sure did.
That deal
Okay.
is 3 years, by the way.
Mhm.
That MLB deal, 3 years.
Yep.
Oh, I thought it said that they got married for 3 years. That was a 3-year deal.
They were married for like 16.
Yeah, they were married, but yeah.
Ahmad Rashad is one of the most memorable Alcoa Fantastic Finishes videos.
Yeah.
So oh, God,
Unfortunately,
yes.
it's the Browns, but
Yep.
Let's see. The NBA investigating LeBron James, the Lakers, and the insiders with the Lakers. So Jeannie Buss, the family, they're all getting investigated very heavily in this gambling situation scheme, along with the Italian mafia and whoever else.
The mafia, baby.
We don't know who else got included.
Tommy DeVito?
Tommy DeVito.
No, the real mafia.
Tommy DeVito might be real mafia, brother.
No. He doesn't have anything to do with that because we have to say that now that we're live on YouTube.
Right.
So we only have a visitor coming to see us tomorrow.
Tommy DeVito, you know, he's got the guys making the bread for him outside the studio.
He's doing those commercials where he's posing for pictures. He's replacement child that can't follow directions.
Can't take photographs, right? Tommy, step in. Tommy, step in. Kids, look at Tommy. Kids, look at Tommy. Yeah, do just like he does. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Anything else before we go, guys?
Nope. Anything else? I'll just talk with you
We
guys.
got a short night here, only an hour, less than an hour and a half. You guys, I do appreciate everybody that watched. We had like 85 views of this week, which is about 30 more than normal. What the hell do I have to do? I'll take my picture completely off the son of a bitch if we get 1,000 views. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll be like this the whole time. But, yeah, we get 1,000 views. Rob will put his, just like this, in front of the camera for the whole next show. Let's get 1,000 views, guys.
Oh, yeah. Don't
forget. Subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. For Mike, for Tim, for Keith,
for Harris,
he took off on us. My name's Rob. We do like and do enjoy everyone that does ask questions. I try to get them back to you and answer them if possible. God bless. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. If we don't catch you next week, let's make sure